This song, the way it flows, the wording and the music, it's just one of those. Actually, it makes me think of the Psalm 175. That's the one I want. Yes, that's it. Sitting at the feet of Jesus. 175. Sing at the feet of Jesus. Oh, what words I hear him say. Happy, blessed, so dear, so precious. May it find me there each day. Sing at the feet of Jesus.
144.
144. Oh, be still, my soul of mine, thou art not forsaken, though the powers of sin may rage. Now is life for thee, thus permits that thou shouldst see, for thy good as thou shalt see, tempted for a season. Be courageous, firm and true, when life's battles waging. Oh, be still, my soul, and rest, when the tempest raging. He who doth our sorrows share, in His love and tender care, trials more than thou canst bear, will not let thee suffer. Why shouldst thou so fearful be at the tempter's roaring? Simply trust in God alone. Satan's wrath ignoring, see God's tenderness and prove, with the sainted hosts above, His unfailing wondrous love, ever for thee caring. Yes, dear Lord, I will be still, I will trust thee ever. I'll submit to all thy will, cling to thee forever. Lord, thou knowest what is best, confident in this I'll rest, till I dwell with all the blessed, and with thee in heaven.
Good evening. Thank the Lord for the comfort of His Word. And it is His Word upon which these songs largely are based. The Lord is good to us. He cares about us. And He wants us to not fear. He wants us to simply trust even when we don't understand. Lord, help us all tonight. You have Thanksgiving. Amen. special song this evening? Without him, I would be nothing, and without him, life would seem gray, and without him, I would be straying like a ship without a sail. Jesus, oh Jesus, do you know him today? Please don't turn him away, oh Jesus, my Jesus. Without him, how lost I would be. Well, maybe we'll leave time for what the Lord has for us this evening.
Good evening. I've written on the board, arise, shine. I'd like to start first maybe with a little illustration or story. Artificial light or man-made light, does it ever truly substitute for the real thing? When I say the real thing, you go outside on a bright, clear, sunny day, bluebird sky, and maybe at noon when the sun's directly overhead, you can't quite substitute that, can you? I remember at a very specific time, this was, I could say, probably one of many different illustrations I could give on this, but I was, I had set up a hunting spot at a new place. This was when I used to work at one of the facilities we had. They owned about 2,000 acres, and they allowed the employees to hunt on it as long as we used archery. And so they had their system of where each person got a designated spot, and you weren't allowed to hunt anywhere except for your spot. And so I had gotten my spot, and I had gone to it on the four-wheeler, and there's a little trail and a road that goes back to almost all the way to my spot. This was several years ago. I don't have it anymore. But I had gone during the day, scouted around, and found me a real good spot, I thought, and hung my deer stand. I had hung the stand up and had it ready, and then I had big plans to go hunting, I think the next day, I don't remember. But the key was I'd been there in the daytime to get everything set up, and I hadn't even hunted yet in an evening hunt and walked out at night. So my first time to walk to my deer stand, truly, I guess you'd say, was early one morning. I decided I was going hunting, so it was dark. I mean, you typically try to get into your stand. I like to get in my stand well before daylight because I like for the woods to calm back down after as quiet as you can be. They still know you're there when you're walking through the woods. My dad always used to explain to me, just imagine a deer come walking through your living room, you'd probably be aware of it pretty quick. So I would try to get in pretty early, and my hunting spot I would park the four-wheeler and I'd walk down the little road, and my hunting spot wasn't far at all from the little road. It was maybe half the distance from here to the highway, maybe, if that far. I don't even know if it was that far. But I got there that morning, and I was confident because I had been hunting for years, and I never was really spooked by walking into the woods. And, it's not. I'd rather walk in the woods in the daytime, but it wasn't. It didn't bother me. But I got there that morning, and I started walking to my deer stand. I was headed there, and I started walking, and I realized I missed. I was trying to find a tree that looked familiar, and I couldn't find that tree. Then I turned around and tried to go back to see if I could find the tree. Like, well, I must have walked past it. So I walked back, and so I was walking. I'm sure I was walking in circles. I don't know, but I'm sure I was walking in circles. But eventually, what I had done, I was trying to pay attention to where the moon was, so I could maybe get back to my four-wheeler. So I did. I stumbled around for a long time, and the more I was out there stumbling around, the more frustrated I was getting because I could start seeing a little bit of a glow, which actually kind of helped me also know which direction the four-wheeler was. I was getting more and more frustrated because it was an hour and 15-minute drive over there. At the time, I was doing good to maybe get 2 or 3 hunts in a year. So this was one of my opportunities. I was excited about my new spot. I thought it was going to be a good morning, and here it was. I got lost on one of my precious mornings to be able to go hunting, and it was a beautiful morning. I stumbled around and tried to find my way, and I'm just telling you, in the moonlight, and I had a flashlight I had turned down real dim. The woods don't look anything like they do in the daytime. They just don't. Maybe some of y'all have done something similar. I did eventually find my way back to my four-wheeler, and so I was like, well, okay, I know exactly how to get to my deer stand.